Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Zaud. You already know, man. I know I'm doing it on my camera. I'm on my way to work to get this bag. See, that's what, it distinguishes me from a lot of other people. It's like I'm actually out here getting this bag. I'm handling my business. And for the most part, I go unbothered. But I got this video today basically of some trash bag supposed disrespect. Man, I ain't gonna put the name out there because I understand it's about views. But I'm just gonna be 100% honest. If you're a dropout or you're just a clown, like, you don't move me in no way. Like, it's one dude I seen his fight and it was garbage. Like, that's as much insight as I given. Like, dudes can't even fight and they on the internet running their mouth. And I understand that one cat was saying something about Pyrus, and I'm like, well, if I would have been a Pyro, it would have been the same thing. I would have just been putting in work and I would have still been as venomous as am right now at this age. Now, there's one cat on the internet. I know low key you wanted to say something. You're making reference to a video that I made, but at the end of the day, I don't give nothing about you. For one reason, I know one particular cat. Our vodkas are enemies anyway, so it's like it's still op K on my anyway. Like it's FU just as much as these northerners. You know what I'm saying? It's just, but to see, this is a preference. Do try to bring in politics and all this other stuff in these videos, but understand this, man. If something was of consequence, we wouldn't be having this conversation today. I've been on YouTube how long? Like, there's people in prison that watch my channel. You know what I mean? And those that were in prison that get out on the street that still watch my channel. So if there was some type of things that were supposed to be said, there would be real consequence for it. See, that's the difference between our factions. There ain't no waiting and there ain't no chances. It's just, if you say something you ain't supposed to say, it goes without saying. That's why people tend to be like this. Now, as far as like being gangsters on the internet, I'm 43. So as far as being out there clapping on fools, that those days are over unless I was pressed to do it. Like, and I mean, like, a fool disrespect me to the point I feel like I gotta go drop this fool. Other than that, I'm getting my bag. Now, I'm just gonna say, can't no dropout, can't no fool that can't even hang in his own section, getting ran up out of certain establishments, get on the internet and tell me nothing about being a gangster. For one, when cats like to say the whole Africano, like that, it is what it is. Like, I have no qualms with it. A lot of dudes that from this dude section try to be that, like, from the sagging to the everything, and there ain't not one piece of black in them, but they still do it, and I ain't got nothing against it. But what people understand is, like, when I say because this dude don't know how to drive. When I say that I don't like your section, it's it's personal. I don't like you. It's not that, like, you got these clowns on the internet, like I got knocked out by a fool from Frisco or Sac or whatever. Man, I ain't never in my life been knocked out, for one. And for two, it sure in the fuck wasn't no northerner. I'ma just keep that shit a whole 113. And ain't no record in prison with all the people that have been around me of me ever getting knocked out by any fool that even close to that spot. Like, if anything, you would have probably thought that it was like, all the wars that we had with, like, other black gangs, like, it would have been like that in prison or in the county jail, but that didn't even happen. You know what I mean? So it's like, why would if I can go at that, knowing that half of them dudes be really with the smoke, I definitely ain't worried about no northerner. Like, to be honest, like, as far as the politics when it comes to prison, I don't really care about that. Like, as far as, like, the whole unity thing, that's them. Like, we're on the streets, so it's like everybody falls in line. Like, it is what it is. But I'm on the street, so my opinion is, I don't these fools. That's my opinion. It's just a personal preference. You know what I mean? It's not like racism. It's just, for the longest time since I've been on YouTube, I've always kept it the same way. I've never yielded. I never did nothing. Now, the fool that keep bringing up American Cholo, understand this, dog. We're at a protest, and though there were BLM right there, I wasn't for that. I don't care about that. I knew that shit was fake from the gate. But we were there to about the kids and protesting to get these kids removed from the cage. Now, understand this. If somebody if somebody says something about me, but then runs into me and don't continue that same energy, it's not on me. You know what I'm saying? But when I did the video, I let it be known that I could tell dude wasn't like a lame, but he wasn't pressing no line. Like I stayed there all the way to the end. So if it was really an issue, you know what I'm saying? I'm like one of those, like, if you trying to get at me, like, get at me. But ain't nobody stupid enough to fight at that protest. We would have got stretched out. Like that's the thing. Like there was so many homies there, and not just regular. You have righteous homies that were with the smoke that was trying to do this. So if we would have got out there and made an ass ourselves, we would have both got disciplined, and then we would have both been ostracized from the community. Like it is what it is, you know what I mean? But it's a respect thing. It's like, yeah, you know, you can get it if you want, but if you ain't trying to get it, like, let it go. And that's exactly how it went. Now, I'm just gonna say this for the people that, you know, you're from this side and you feel like you're cool, you know, with the whole northern thing, fine. We all know that not one of us will ever be able to control what happens. But as a personal preference and a personal opinion, we don't have to like shit. Like, it's just what it is. I don't have to like no norteño because it's within me not to have to like them. We're not forced to like them. You may be forced to program with them, but I'm not forced to like them. And I don't care about the people, the whole race thing. That shit means nothing to me. Like it don't mean nothing. I'm black from a Mexican gang going at it with other blacks and other Mexicans. Like, I don't care. Like, so obviously if that didn't change nothing, just think about this. Like, why would I give anything? Like, dude, if you can last in LA County jail, you can last anywhere. But yeah, like, understand this, man. My opinion is for those that embrace the same opinion. It ain't for every homie. I don't control every homie. Like, it's one of the things. So when people try to make it bigger than it is and try to, like this one dude, I know he was trying to be sarcastic, but at the end of the day, dog, your homie's dead. Like, your homie's dead because he was slipping on the corner and got. Stop blaming it on 18. That's all I'm gonna say on that. You know what I mean? But it's really op K on mine. Like, I'm at that age to where I feel like I'm past it, but every once in a while I gotta constantly remind fools, like, I don't like you either. You might as well be a fucking norteño too. I don't like you, dog. I don't like your vodka. Like, it's not even that you fools have did anything, because I don't know how many times I gotta say it, but not one of you freaking ops have ever killed any of my homeboys. Like, what are you doing? Like, your vodkas are supposed to be like this in Hawaii and here and it, but nothing, dog. You fools have not dropped absolutely nothing. So you can't even be my ops. You're just fucking fools that be wolfing in the dark. You know the real, dog. Name me one freaking homie from my vodka that you fools have ever dropped. Ever. For that one dude, you can ask your homeboy Osito. You can ask your homeboy Pirate, your homeboy Flaco, Lil Osito. You can ask all them fools what time it is. Your homeboy Solo. Ask them fools when they got pressed in the Van Nuys tank with 4 of them motherfuckers right there. Ask them every time I've went to your vodka that I never ran into you fool. I always run into like 18 in North Hollywood. Instead, like, look at, dog. I'll keep it respectful because fools be trying to act like they're cool with me. But in all honesty, dog, I don't fuck with you because I don't give a fuck about your vodka. I don't care about no northern vodka. I don't care about none of that. We're opposition because we're opposition. I've been up there like some of you fools. No, I've been up there and I've seen and I've rocked with these fools, so I know what time it is. It ain't even a hate like they really did anything to me. It's just I don't want to deal with them. If I'm in prison, then I deal with them. And I'll still be doing my own thing. Like, it's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's one of those, like, you know, you fools be on a whole different page and I ain't mad at you. But don't get mad because I don't want to follow the same you do. Like, I don't have to deal with these fools. I'm from down south. I live in Southern California. I'm from the Valle. I deal with the Valle. I'm not caring about my enemies and all that because just in retrospect, you fools you ain't even my enemies, dog. You ain't killed nothing. You ain't dropped nothing, dog. Like, here I am 40-something years old, dog. You fools have killed not actually one of my homeboys. Like, you so-called hard-ass vodkas, I'm worried about, man, kill that shit, fool. Kill that, dog. Since the 90s, to drop nothing. And of course, this is me being funny, but yeah, I don't listen to dropouts, especially fools getting ran out of their own section. I don't listen to fools that look like they're fucking skinheads. I don't listen to none of that, dog. Like, I do me. Zaud don't like certain foods, and it's just what it is. I don't care whether it's op, I don't care whether it's northerner. If it's somebody that I'm not vibing with, I'm not one of these fools that be on that beat and be like, oh, well, you know, if somebody tell me, I mean somebody, then I follow suit. It's what it is. Like, nobody's bigger than the program. But it still doesn't mean that I have to like cats. I may not be able to kick up shit because certain shit is in place, but I don't have to like cats, dog. And for this fool that says something about, that's the furthest I'll get with this one fool, about a video being, I took down one video, dog, and that was the whole northern and southern thing. Why? Because nobody had the right to speak on it. Even though it wasn't supposed to be like anything, nobody had the right to speak on it. Nobody made me take it down. I'm just smart enough to know that you don't have to scratch the bear. Now, it's just what it is, dog. But understand, dog, if something was coming, it would have happened a long time ago, dog. Like, these dudes be putting extras on it to try to pump the internet. Those fools be like, oh, that fool's Zaud, he's dead. Dog, I'm on the street 24/7. I'm in my barco every time I want to go, dog. For the fools that know, you already know, dog. It ain't even about being a gangster on the internet, dog. It's about just being me, dog. And to me, it's F my ops or the supposed ops and anybody that got issue. Dudes ain't running up on me, dog. Like, say what you want, dog, but it ain't happen. So, with that being said, enjoy the rest of your night and don't listen to these lames, dog. These dudes are all cap, especially dropouts and fools that ain't even relevant in their hood. Like, you're not known for doing nothing. You go run me, I'm known for, you know, yeah. And that's all I'm saying. And I'm out. Work time.